Hey boys, it's ElDabKing, and today I'm going to be going over an AFK method that is still working in Grand Theft Auto Online. What's their lease of the Chop Shop DLC, Rockstar moved the ability to go JFK within their SCAR made-in security cameras inside of your properties and any other typical normal way of AFK in GTA Online. So that your businesses can make products, your safe can fill up all that good stuff, they nerfed it, but naturally being the great guy that I decided that it was time to reveal my personal AFK money method that I've been using for a little over a year now. Technically, this isn't a secret. It's still working today, and it's actually really good. It literally makes me millions of dollars every single day. Grand Theft Auto Online. So anyways, without further ado, I'm going to show you how it all works. It just quickly before we begin, if you're new to the channel, I am trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, so if you find this useful and you want more types of these videos in the future, please consider subscribing and dropping a like on the video. If we could get this video to 500 likes, which I know is a 1-0, that's more than I probably ever got in most of my videos. Even some of them combined, that would be absolutely amazing. Shoot for the stars. I guess just one more quick thing. How do you get into the video? The easiest way to do this involves using a controller with a wired connection or a wired charger. Now, if you don't have one of these or you play on PC, I'm sure that you can't think of another way to replicate what I do here, by maybe using something heavy on one of your keys or something like that, but if you play on console and you have controllers, you are more than likely going to need a cord that connects your controller to your console PC. You can probably get away with this in some other sort of way. Go ahead and get you guys started. You will need to go to your nightclub in Grand Theft Auto Online. This is the only location that I know of that works at this time to do this method. It's worked for me for about a year, and I don't really see areas and why it wouldn't work for you. I just tried it as a matter of fact in my console to make sure that this works. And I'm going to put the gameplay in the background here now. What you're going to do is make sure the tire popularity bar is maxed out by entering the nightclub in passive mode. This is going to cause the kick out troublemaker event to happen. Play single time guaranteed as long as you enter in passive mode and you haven't already done one of these events within the last 48 minutes. And what you're going to want to do is head upstairs, clear the offices safe in the nightclub so that it's empty, so that it has the full $250,000 that is able to fill out now. I would also recommend going to your agency and doing this with the agency Save the Arcades. And the new Chop Shop safe. If you have all of those, once you've done all that, make sure you're in the nightclub, and what you're going to do is go over to the TV that is in the nightclub office, and you're going to interact with the DJ live stream, and then your screen should look something like this with the DJ playing his music and dancing and everything like that. Now, I don't play with music, and so just kind of looks like he's having some sort of a spasm, but if you play with music on, it'll probably make a little more sense. This is the important part, and I am going to use imagery to demonstrate exactly what I am doing here. You're going to have to make sure the stick on your controller that you use to move the camera around is bearing some of the weight or most of the weight of your controller. That you can do this by putting that stick rested on a book on the side of a keyboard, a small box, a Lego piece on AirPod case, basically anything that is about 1/2 inch to 1 inch tall. Now I'm using an Xbox controller and my view stick is raised a little bit in the controller compared to my movement stick on the controller, but I know on PlayStation there, yeah, the same level. So what you might have to do is bring the controller over to native something and just make sure can you view stick on that thing so that you're scrolling through the different scenes in this TV of the DJ. Now that's literally it. That it takes. You can leave now for 8 hours and come back, and 90% of the time your game will still be on. Now don't get me wrong, there can be mess ups with this, like if your controller's weight shifts or something like that, maybe your cat or dog run into the cord that is plugged into, you could get kicked because you'll technically stop scrolling through the views of the DJ. Now for those of you who are about to complain and say how much you're going to get this patch, I've been using this forever, and I don't really think there's anything wrong so I can do about this, because for all they know we're just watching the DJ, and like I said, I don't listen to the music. I'm a visual music enjoyer. I don't know about you guys, but Rockstar Games, if you are watching this, we're not actually using this to go AFK. We're all just huge fans of the DJ. We'll love watching Dixon. Look at them jamming out here. We need this to stay in the game. I like to see all the different scenes. It goes along with the music perfectly. Rockstar can't do anything about this because that it would ruin our immersion of watching our favorite DJ play this music. So, I personally that I just don't think they would do that, and they definitely shouldn't. So Rockstar, if you're watching this, come on man, let's just go with it. Man, if those of you who are about to complain that you don't have a controller to do this with, or that you have a controller, but no cord to plug it in with, You can buy super cheap ones online that will work, for example, with the new Expo X controllers. They are just USB to USB-C, USB to USB-C cord flight, probably $2, and it doesn't matter if it's the worst quality ever because this is all you're going to be doing with it. It doesn't even matter. Now there are also going to be guys who are about to complain in the comments down below about stick drift. Now, personally, this has never been an issue for me, and I've done this for, I would say, probably about 400 hours, and stick drift will cause your controller's joystick to sway weirdly, to move around uncontrollably, basically loosen your joystick, because itis in that is not its sort of centered position, and its unweighted position is default position. You're holding it, up or downs. So I can see what these guys are saying now. Like I said, I've done this for probably 400 hours and I've never had an issue with stick drift personally. However, that doesn't mean that it cannot happen. So be mindful of this and act accordingly. Nothing way. You can spend $15 on a shark card and get $1 million, or you can $15 on a cord for a controller, or a cord and a controller for it may be, $15 to $40 and make about $100 million, and really not that much time. The choice is yours, gentlemen. You can doubt whatever you want, but you can make a ton of money with this, and it is relatively easy to do. Keep in mind, you pair this up with the nightclub safe as well as the basement, the agency safe, the arcade safe, and the new chop shop safe. You can imagine how much money you can make with this method. Just be sure to check back every few hours, especially on the nightclub, because that popularity will drop fast and that safe will fill up faster and just best at max capacity. And also make sure they sell the nightclub basement every 8 to 12 hours, because otherwise it will get raided by the police. And if you don't make it back in time, you're pretty much sold. If you want to learn how to use this AFK method effectively, I just made a video on Friday talking about the best passive income businesses. And if you couple this AFK method with what I talk about in that video, you can earn about $300,000 every 48 minutes, as long as you're around a little bit and you around your controller every maybe 2 hours sort of thing. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, a like is of course appreciated. Like I said, ready to start. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I will see you all in the next one. Well then, take care.